Hello, my name is Mira Bihari, owner of Adolescent Medicine Consulting, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about stress management. I am recording this from one of my favorite places for managing stress. If you have an idea where this might be, by all means, leave a message in the comment section down below and let me know your thoughts about where I am. Stress is one of those things that is just part of life, and one of the tasks of adolescence is learning how to manage that. And today I would like to review with you a website that can help you have yet another tool to discuss this important issue with the young people in your practice. Hope you enjoy the resource, and as always, please contact us at Adolescent Medicine Consulting for more tips and tools on how to help the teens in your practice. Take care. So today we're going to talk about stress, and this is actually going to be quite a few videos on stress and stress management, mostly because I feel like that is one of the key tasks of adolescence, and really perhaps all life, is learning how to manage the stress of human life on your own in a way that is safe. So this website that you're seeing here is fosteringresilience.com. It's one that I recommend often to patients as well as colleagues. And as you can see, there's an entry point for parents and community members, and then another entry point for professionals. Today, we're going to jump into the for parents and community members site. And as you can see, there is tons of information. There's also another link to the professional site if you'd like to pop on to that. This website was created by one of the folks that I admire very much in adolescent medicine, Dr. Ken Ginsburg. He has led a lot of the work on resilience and really helping young adults and teens in very difficult situations, such as military families, those experiencing homelessness, to be able to thrive despite those challenges that they're experiencing in the moment. And as you can see, he defines resilience as the capacity to rise above difficult circumstances, allowing our children to exist in this less than perfect world while moving forward with optimism and confidence. And there's tons of information on this website, including some books, some information about Dr. Ginsburg himself. So these are some books that y'all can buy. Again, no affiliate links here, no commissions for me. These are just great tools that I want to share with you, and part of why I'm doing this work with Adolescent Medicine Consulting. So a little bit of information about Dr. Ginsburg and the 7 C's. He does a great talk on that. If you're watching this on Vimeo, you should be able to find that as well. And if you ever have the chance to hear him speak in person, take it, because he's a wonderful presenter. So what I like to show patients when we're in the exam room is the stress modules under the tab for teens. I like to start off with the introduction to stress. I do this because a lot of times teens don't know what's going on. Is it stress? Is it not stress? Is it just part of life? Parents don't understand sometimes why a teen might be stressed. It's not like they have bills to pay, right? This is part of what I hear from parents. But when you think about it, there is a lot of stress. You got to figure out who you are, what you are, deal with all of these different pressures, pressures from parents, pressures from friends, pressures from teachers, pressures from community leaders, coaches, church, all of these things. And figuring out who you are, and then also having your body completely flip out on you. There's a lot of things to be stressed about. Oh yeah, and by the way, you're supposed to be learning and planning your whole future and all this stuff at the same time. It's a lot. So I like to start off with the intro to stress, and this is something that you can download. Again, free resource. Dr. Ginsburg could have made this behind a paywall, but he didn't. He wants to share these wonderful resources with folks. So if you go and download it, you will be able to see the Teens Personal Guide for Managing Stress. This is something I often download and print for teens when they're in the office. But we're going to head back right now to the main site, Teens Personal Guide for Managing Stress. So it goes through what is stress, what causes stress, and other things that could trigger stress, how stress affects the body, and then what we can do about it. And really, like, is stress always bad? Well, no, it isn't. It is part of a survival tool. It is part of our body being able to deal with whatever it is that nature was thrown at us back in the day. And he does a great job of explaining that if our stress response was tooled to help us run away from like tigers, that's great if we're actually getting chased by a tiger or a bully, but not so great if our stress is our math test. So these are some of the things that I like to start off with, and this would be maybe one session with a patient, really getting them to start putting the things together that maybe some of their symptoms might be stress related. One of my favorite quotes is that it is unwise to ask a fish how the water is. The fish only knows the water. The fish hasn't been in the air, they haven't been in the dirt, they don't know what else is there. So sometimes we've got kids who are just swathed in this stressful situation and they don't even realize that it's there. So really taking the time to think about what's going on in their life and help them start putting the dots together that maybe stress might be a factor in some of the things they're experiencing. So this I would probably do in one session with a patient when they're coming in with a variety of complaints, maybe some headaches, some abdominal pain, decreased appetite or increased appetite, maybe slightly elevated heart rates and blood pressures, palpitations, chest pain, those kinds of things. I would start that conversation while I'm also doing all of the medical things, getting the labs, getting an EKG, all of that. And then, just bring this up. And then when they come back for the second session, we would go into talking about the next part of stress and stress management. Obviously, if something comes up positive on their blood work, we would want to deal with that. But for a first session, I think it's good to start just introducing this idea, planting the seed that maybe stress is a factor in what's going on with their health. So this is one of the things that we do at adolescentmedicineconsulting.com, talking about stress. And in the next video, I'll go through some of the other documents that are available on the fosteringresilience.com website. For more information like this and other tools that can help you help the teens in your practice, check out adolescentmedicineconsulting.com. That's adolescentmedicineconsulting.com, or drop us a line via email, give us a phone call, and we'll do what we can to help you help the teens in your practice. Thank you.